Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Club Aram. All right, getting towards the business end of things in the pairs finals. We're up to the quarterfinals of both men's and women's competitions. And fair to say, JT, this is going to be a pretty fair game of bowls. Kevin Booker leaning up here for John Parker from Mitcham. And the boys from Werribee, Mick O'Neill and Brendan Snowy Barker skipping in this one. 15 ends, 3 bowls each. Any dead ends, a respot on the 2 metre mark? Yes. Over to you, Josh.
No,
Tell us.
all I was going to say is Snowy quite clearly stated before the start of the match. Do not call him Brendan, call him Snowy.
Oh, well, that was just an intro. We'll go with Snowy from now on, so everyone knows who we're talking about. That can be arranged. So N1 here.
Fair bowl here by Mick.
You may have seen that the pegs have been shifted over half a rink.
Yep.
JT.
Just something different.
Something different.
Jeez. I forgot how cool it was out here.
Oh, you've been sitting inside for 2 hours. Say up. I've just said say on the mic. It was okay. It was to Michael West, so it's okay.
Westy.
He would be here playing, but well, I'm not sure what happened.
He
But they
got
didn't
ro-
win.
he got
They got
rolled.
rolled.
There's,
So all these 4 games in action. First time they've played under Barham. The River Dome today. First 2 games this morning were over at Kahuna Bowls Club, where the Greens from all reports, JT, haven't been out there.
what was that, sorry?
But they've been very highly rated. You were just not in the game.
I just had to do something very
I was
quickly.
just saying the boys have been at Kahuna this morning
Oh, yeah.
and the Greens are apparently unreal, but I haven't been there to see
No,
that
they're
myself.
definitely unreal.
Right.
There's no doubt about it. Would be definitely different pace. Well, first thing in the morning, I think all grass greens at this time of the year a little bit holding, little dewy, all that sort of stuff. And I reckon Snowy's been using these pink bowls for years.
That's pretty close to drawing the shot. In fact, he does. Uh-oh, we've got Roberts back on duty.
Mistakes galore on the way. That was an evil laugh, that.
That was.
All right, here's Johnny. How's he going?
He's under the line.
His speed was actually pretty good. Not acknowledging your comment, Vinny.
Big gloves.
No, read it. You can't say nothing about that one.
So the women's quarterfinals are in action as well. They're rings 5 to 8 on the other side of the green to where we're situated, Josh. They started about half an hour earlier, so a few scores already coming through. Everyone will be here, so it makes it nice and easy to live score. That's right, big gloves.
Just getting attacked in
You've
commentary
just been...
by the smallest man in history. Where is it? First Ed. 1 to the Werribee crew. I feel like this match is going to be a really good one. Like, I don't know why I have this feeling, but just can see it happening.
Oh, I think the Werribee boys will be pretty hard to beat.
I'll make a prediction on who's going to win the men's from here.
Go on.
The Werribee boys.
Yeah, that's boring, but I'll back that as
Well,
well.
that-
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I'm
The only
on
other
board.
one I would have went with is Chris Young and Wazza.
Geez, it'll be a good semi-final in that half of the draw. So they play the winner out of Ross Higgins and Chris Philpott against Warren Paris and Chris Young on the rink next door. I think he might have picked up 1 or 2 on the first end. Handy opener.
Mick O'Neill. First time I've seen Kev Booker. Sammy, I just didn't realise you were swallowing a bit of sandwich there while commentating. I wouldn't have spoken to you.
I will just say he's looking very, very fresh. He was here very, very late. He's gone back, hotel room, had a bit of a freshen up, feeling good.
Did he?
He's been everywhere this week. He's entered all the events. He was in a few of the supporter events that we ran as well at the start of the week. Loves it, does Kev. Big Detroit Red Wings fan.
Who is? Kev?
Yeah.
Fan five.
He's from the streets of Detroit.
Yeah, right.
So after Mickey O'Neill's opening lead bowl, it was pretty much right on top of the jack.
Just a bit wayward, really,
Just a little
otherwise.
bit wayward it was, yeah.
Again, the better at Kahuna all morning.
N2, yep.
N2. We'll give them to N3 or 4 before we start really criticising them. I do say that
all
in
for it.
jest. I do say that in jest. Close here from Snowy. Very good bowl. Interesting. I've never seen John Parker bowl before, but the hand sort of sitting on his shoulder as he bowls it type thing, you know. JR says it's 3, but I don't trust him.
Yeah, definitely 2. Change over here, I think.
Well, yeah.
Just doesn't want to. Hear Mickey say he didn't want to leave anything jack high.
If he plays 2-3 feet on the backhand and stays high, he gets in a good home. Happy to not send it. He counts.
It's a pretty good shot, Josh.
Yep, very good.
In for 4. Pressure on early.
Could be back to 3 now. The other option Snowy could do is if he plays forehand, takes a shot away from John. He's not going to do that, but That could have been another option for him. There's some definitely coverage at the back there of that one, hey?
Yeah, it's a really disciplined bowl. That's pretty handy. Splits everything up out there. Just got to draw this one off. Not tight.
No.
Nearly flicked the wide one in, but I'd say it'd still be 3.
Three it is. Four 0 after 2.
So the other half of the men's draw quarterfinals, Ray Cooknell, Kevin O'Keefe from City Memorial. They're up against Lindsay Kelly and Jeff Wilson from Inglewood. Now the other game in that section, or that half, should I say, Mike Pearce and Stan Slewinski up against Mick Tampani
Murray Downs.
and Ron Wolf.
From
I
Racecourse.
reckon Mick was laid in.
He was. So Ronnie was meant to play with Kenny Hamill from Lake Boga.
Good effort to make it all the way through to the quarters.
Mick's a very good leader, been a very good draw bowler for a long time. Leads in our top side at Murray Downs. Was my lead for a year or so.
Not anymore. Still plays. He still plays topside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, you got to change it up, Sam. You get
I like
stale
it.
playing with the same people all the time,
I like
don't you?
it.
You
I like it.
varieties of spice of life or something like that. Spice
of life?
something like that.
That sounds good.
Spice. They were good icy poles back in the day. With Westy, you must have jumped straight in the car and put the stream on and going to listen to us the whole way home.
Instantly, yeah.
Oh,
That's the way to do it. See how long he gets before it drops out.
There will be some dead spots between here and Geelong. I'll give you
Many,
the tip.
many.
Carlton's only a goal up at half time. That's not
Yeah,
good
no,
enough.
no one cares, mate. He is probably my favourite right now. Like, I have favourites, but they change. And he is so far ahead of anyone in bowls. It's not even funny.
He's just...
He's so good. He's the nicest bloke. But on the green, he's like super focused. But then there, he just looked over and, hi, Josh.
He's up there with the best, and you will be always entertained when he's playing. When he's playing.
Yes.
Yes, you know what I meant.
All right, so Kev Booker did the good work with his second bowl and hasn't... Yes, he has. He's added the second one in. Everything tight to the line. Yep, go.
Buck and Shorty were telling me a story about young Ian Wise from this morning. They nearly lost their second game. They were 5 up playing the last end. And dropped to 4. But when they crossed over, was played 3 short bowls. And Youngie's giving him a spray. And then Youngie's next 2 bowls were short himself.
Like a dead set spray,
Oh, yeah.
just leaving him short. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Youngie went,
anywhere
dropped 2
when
him
you're
short.
there, not drop a 5.
Yeah,
Lead 3
anyway,
bowl, lead bowl
but
short, yeah.
It's all good. They managed and...
Here they are.
Yep. Yeah, snowy track in here. It looks a fraction... Oh, I was going to say nearly fraction quick, but I'm glad I held my tongue for half a
You got to
second.
call it, Joshua. You played under here enough to know it's running. That's a good shot. Not enough for the shot, but second.
Well, I was technically right. It was quick.
It was. First bowl we've seen on the forehand this end.
Snowy asked Mick twice how much off, and Mick didn't hear him.
That's the over 60s carnival for you.
You know how to say
Oh,
that,
did I,
Sam.
I didn't mean. I thought I was on mute. Sorry. Taking too much off. Look at the line again. Kevin far away with the last. It was the right idea to turn. Kevin's in. John, sorry. Fraction tied up.
It's far too tight.
So Snowy's still one down, looking to sit this bowl through the head. Got his own on the way in. He's interested. Needs to hold on a fraction. Oh, nice weight for that shot.
Just want to hang to the jack and drag it down the line. Played good weight. Maybe made 2. Has. Well done. On the board. 4-2. Played 3.
Yeah, good last bowl. Looks like it'll be a tight game, so any chance the skip can get to add. They've got a foot or so of room. That's an added bonus.
Daniel, Linz and Jeff are 5-0 down as it stands after 2 ends. Good bowl for Kevin Booker. A little bit jacked in the line. Takes it away from Mick's closest. Fair bowl here from Johnny Parker.
Gonna go get a second shot here. Not easy to do. This hand looks a little bit tricky, but John's nailed the last one.
It's probably plenty of room to get second, though. Hard to get shot. Snowy not get that away well. It's like he half fell over there.
Yeah, I only saw the last little bit after the bowl was already out of the hand. It looked like he sort of put a hand out to the green to stop himself, yeah. Misses the weight, so still possibly the 4. Change the speed, Josh, or still going?
It's better, but it's not quite good enough. Probably cuts 2 out, though. Yep, 2. JR, I had 1 pedal there for a second. I'm going, what are you doing, JR? There's no way it couldn't have been not 2. I would have put the house on that one.
Well pointed. It's a little bit of touch off Kevin's other one and looks in for 3. Beat the Jack eyeball, you get second shot.
Correct. Drop 2 feet. Maybe more 18 inches off the last. Gee, Snowy didn't like that one either.
That's
no wonder.
why.
All right. We have a new leader.
Yeah, strange old end. Everyone was just couldn't really find the line on this forehand side.
Johnny Parker.
The one bowl that did all the difference. Their first lead of the game.
Great starter from Kevin Booker.
Start by Kev. I missed that, JT. That was on the forehand. Oh, you weren't watching either. That's
I
good.
was. I literally say great starter by Kevin Booker, and you 30 seconds later, Adelaide, you
No, I wanted to know if that was played on the forehand.
was played on the forehand, Sam. If you
Interesting. I don't know why, but it is. How's he gone second time around? Not terrible. Third bowl here. Kev gets. Wanted it to be all the way
I was going
through.
to say, anything behind's great, based on the way the head is.
Needs to run past that. Pretty good set. Kevin Booker, best 3 of the game. Changing hands here. Pretty fair call.
If Mick's got the weight, he's close. Oh, good second. Fair effort from Johnny Parker, Semi.
Got to open something up here, JT,
Well,
sure.
the only other thing is, are you playing weight with the first that you leave your bowl on the green just to give you something to work with?
Angles on the forehand.
Yeah, I feel like there is.
Up through John Parker's last bowl. Through Mix has got to be okay.
Got to be around about. As I said, I'm half thinking about playing weight that you're leaving your bowl on the green with the first, but
I think that's what he's gone for, Josh. How far is he away? Well, there you go. Stays in the game.
yeah, that's good. Now you can play more weight if you want to now. John just probably lacks, or not much, but changes the angles though. Snowy's after it.
Closer this time. It's
Oh, that was close.
full back down. Another way. Well, there's still no plan to work with, and they've got a few around it now.
I want to see the angles again, see what he can do with the next. As Kev stands right behind the head, we might have to give him a little prod. Oh, well, it's good in terms of the amount of numbers, but it's a lot easier to get shot now, Sammy.
No, that's a great shot. That's a great. It takes away their chance to get a number. Where are you, boys? That Kev's bowl was one within a few there.
Yeah, but it wasn't easy to get at. What's he got, 3 now, you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon it has to be 3.
Afternoon, Adam.
No,
Hope
no, it
you
doesn't.
well.
Robert signals 2,
Yeah, well, let's
so that means it's 3.
I hope he goes back and watches all these streams.
He doesn't.
I still say there's enough room for Snowy. bit high and long.
Two out. Have a look for the third.
What did JR paddle? 2?
Please be 3.
Oh, he was right.
Oh, he's happy with himself. Oh, I thought it was 3.
First one all day.
So, suddenly it's 7-4. They've won the last 3 ends and going along pretty nicely a third of the way through this men's pairs quarterfinal. Nice day out now, JT, but pretty fresh still here under the dome. Another good starter from Kevin. Another toucher, that first bowl. Good stuff.
He's found his range, hasn't he?
Yeah, adjusted to the pace of the green nicely.
Took him a couple ends.
Mickey O'Neill goes with him on this end.
Good stuff, Mickey.
Pulls the shot back. Good lead bolts here, Josh. This is pretty fair stuff now.
Very
Starting
good
to get
lead
going.
bowls. I was just putting a bonus bet on Sam.
Last two ends have been very, very handy indeed. Not a lot of room to Kev to draw the shot here, but he can fatten things up if he can land one at Jack Eye. Give something John to work off. Good pace here. JT.
Oh, great bowling.
Great shot. Probably back to 1. Nice angle there to work with as well.
Correct.
It's better bowl in front of the Jack.
Do you want me to give a score update across the green?
Let's do it.
All right, we'll start at the other end, the ladies' pairs quarterfinals. Paula Wood, 7-3 over Helen Clough after 7 ends. Karen Brennan, 8-4 up over Di Hands after 6 ends. Cheryl Atkinson, 7-3 up over McKee. It's Di McKee, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's Di
Yes.
McKee after 8 ends. And Alison Hall, 10-4 up over Michelle Cunnington after 7 ends. Why are you holding the phone to me?
Just in case you forgot anyone's name. That's okay. Doing well.
No, I know most.
We needed a round the ground sponsor.
Brought to you by Club Barham here this afternoon. In Don's Kitchen inside Club Barham.
Oh, now we're talking. We'll see if we can strike a deal for around the grounds tomorrow.
Free Chinese.
Chicken and rice.
Just probably lacked, like it's Jack Eye, but it probably lacked a foot, maybe another.
Yeah, probably looks even a little bit bigger at the mat now as well with an extra bowl up the front. This is coming to not a bad spot. Just needs to run a little bit more. That's okay. Got both sides covered. Looking for a little edge. Oh, it's nearly done the trick.
If it falls back down, it's nearly shot.
Yeah, he almost got it
Got it back to second.
a bit too quick and got it solid. Didn't have the chance to fall back down.
Are they arrows? I think they are.
Which ones? John's?
No. Yes. Yeah. Johnny Parker's.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, you're not convinced?
Yeah, Snowy drawing on the forehand here. Good effort. Doesn't want to touch the shot bowl onto the jack, though. Managed to wriggle all the way through without getting a piece of the shot bowl over the jack, and they still hold on to one. Alright, so John Parker, there's still a one down. He's trying to get up there, looking for a bit of the split. Oh, JT.
Oh.
Good luck. Turns. Gives through the head. It doesn't change anything. It's still just the one.
See him walk past. Middle finger to the just while he's walking past like that.
Oh, didn't even say
Oh,
it.
mate.
Didn't even say it.
How can he be a club president?
How'd your little talk go with Kev just to remind him to stand to the side, and then Mickey knew and he was planning himself right in front of the line for that last bowl,
I
by the
actually
way.
told JR to tell him, and then Kev must have overheard me, so he knew. But it's all good.
Alrighty, not a lot of room to add in here. Tried very hard with the last one. Changing to the backhand. How are we going here?
Awfully close. Not quite, though. One it is. Stop that little run. All right. Bit of a tactical change. Werribee guys going a bit longer. That's reasonably well back. I reckon the jack's maybe 2 feet from the tee.
I see trouble. How many down? I think it'd be a mirror job, that one. 2 down.
Handy starter from Mick O'Neill.
6 ends played. Both the leads have really started to form at the last few ends. Stretched it out a bit though here, haven't we, JT? And
I just said that.
yeah,
You walked away.
I thought you might. As I said, I'm like, I reckon he's probably pointing that one out.
Got 2 eyes and I'm very observant.
Nice. Just needs to run this one out. Lovely angle. Good areas, extra 2 foot, and if he's that far past the jack is perfect. Just overplays it slightly, comes to a good spot the way the head's already set up. Not really an easy draw line directly to the jack already.
I like
He
Snow's
likes
call
it.
there.
He likes it.
Well, the one thing they said is give it a chance, 2 feet, a yard. That way you turn the bowls, you turn it in for shot.
Plenty of
You should get to a
options.
good home.
Good shot.
Yeah, well
Good
played.
result, good shot. Kev doesn't mind this, just looking to draw it off around the corner.
Not far.
Good stuff from both leads again, JT.
Afternoon, Joe. Hope you're well. Watching from Cairns. Bet it's a bit warmer in Cairns.
Yeah, maybe just.
How about you, though? You got a hoodie and then a jacket over the hoodie. And a beanie.
And the beanie.
You probably got thermals underneath your trackies too.
No, but I know who does. It's one.
He's always got thermals on.
That man comes prepared. He's had too many nights out at Bendigo East where he's been playing games at 1 o'clock at night.
No, not quite that late, but we have had some
Yeah.
later nights there. There's been a couple cold nights.
Going to keep loading up on this backhand side. It's not a bad angle, is it?
He's not quite there.
Not the first time that mistake has been made on this end. It's not far away, but
Geez, Johnny Parker's bouncing around here.
yeah, he's
Oh,
playing a bit
Kev.
of weight. Kev looking for it at the edge. The ball. Bit of aggression early on in the end.
I don't mind it. There's a funnel there. There's chances.
What?
Afternoon Bubbles. I hope you're well, mate. 2048. No, not quite, mate. You've actually got the year wrong. I think I'm eligible. 2042. And Bubbles is younger than me, so he's going to have to wait a couple of years.
Okay. Close to this time.
Yeah. Just doesn't want to get the edge first and
Got
through
a
the hole.
fat through there already.
Oh,
so
that's
it runs
all
on.
Gets to a good second.
Gee, locked in there now.
I'll be trying to play forehand, add and count, and sort of pass. It's not a bad home. because everything behind was John Parker's bowls and Kev Booker's bowls. Still chances if he wants to play that attacking shot. Not playing as aggressive.
Probably a good way to draw the shot.
One it is. 7-6 now. Played
Yep.
7.
Yes, mate. That's the one to beat.
Werribee boys have looked to stretch it out again. Probably not as long as the previous.
No, not quite. Probably 2 metres down the line. You know what I reckon we're going to do here, Sammy? If we don't get a chop out soon in this match, we'll do the whole match and then we won't have to do the last match and get on the beers early.
Let's do it. That's pretty good.
I'm just going to go with that. Make an executive decision.
Executive decision. The executive officer and Jim can do the last one. I like it.
He has, I noticed he has sent an email to all the regions regarding the upcoming conditions of play for the
He's done
year.
well. He's done well. COP.
You're not meant to get that excited about that.
Oh, it's a really exciting time of year, though.
Right, how's Mick tracking here? Yeah, not bad.
Good area. Both the leads still. They have since the start of the game played the opposite sides of the rink.
See that bowl? Through that hole or through there? Either way, Ross.
Right.
Either way.
Ah, here he comes.
Alrighty, Kev underneath this time. You want me to have a rest? You sick of me, are you? No one can hear you right now.
Afternoon, JT. It's happening in the Battle of the Arcas. Winner takes the first letter.
Well, no, they take the last 5. That's been interesting. No one's really dominated, you know. Sort of seesawed a little bit.
That's all reflected in the scoreboard, 7-6.
Snowy and Mick have gone for a longer in the last couple, which has worked for them.
Yeah, okay. I often see a set of pink bowls. Look at these from Snowy.
Snowy's had these for a while.
Sensational. Draws a shot with them as well. No messing around. We should give him one of them pink hats inside to match the over 60s cap. How good's this, mate? Big crowd. Green's full.
I knew this afternoon would get good.
All the lot from Kahuna are down here. I've been hosting the games this morning. Been stuck in
Saw the Kahuna president rock in there before.
I was having a chat with Stephen.
I see Rick Parr from Kahuna behind Chris Young's rink over there. A few more floating in behind us now. That's good.
Yeah, it's a place to be today. There's John
Ooh.
Parker.
Done enough.
Grabs the
According
shot.
to Kev.
Yeah. Mick saying -1.
Well, that's what I thought, Steve. I thought Snowy's had him for a while. Steve Weston said he's had him for 10 years.
Got to be close again here, isn't he?
Yeah. It's going to get to the last... Oh.
Edge.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Well done.
enough.
Great shot. Might change John over now. I think it's easier out there, but I mean, he played a good ball this first, so I guess he can get to the jack, rub it to himself.
One, maybe two, Kev said. The other thing about staying backhand, though, if you miss high and long, you're going to cover the danger because there's a bowl there for Snowy to turn the jack around the corner.
Yeah, I see that. A big man, John Parker, getting down, deliver that ball. Kev, get out of the way.
He's done it a few times. We've given him a subtle little reminder. Well, that nearly covers the danger. Well, there goes our idea of doing a whole match and then finishing.
Yeah, Tone wants in there.
The boss is coming in now.
This game's so good. Queuing up to get in the commentary booth.
Snowy just wants similar weight.
I suppose, yeah.
Similar weight will get it moving 6 to 8 inches, which will nearly bring 3 or 4 in.
Don't think it gets
If he gets to there, though, he's going to count.
down enough for the
Yeah.
jack. Well, 3 exactly the same bowls pretty much he's played there, Snowy.
He could run at this still.
Big bowl, mate.
He's staying with the backhand by the looks of things. Oh, has he changed?
Yeah, he's definitely set up on the mat different, isn't he?
Forehand. Well, he got those to land with a nice full draw.
That's what I thought with his last, to be honest, but
I was going to say he's played it tight though, Jimmy.
Yeah, he has. He's going to go under and swing away. Yeah. Good pick up from the boys from Werribee.
All right, I'm tagging out.
9-7 in front. We think as they get a measure. We'll get the umpire for that extra one. Johnny Roberts reckons it's 2 only. Now Smiley, the umpire. 3 calls for the umpire at the same time. There is another one. I don't know where he's gone, though. Will be 2. Just the 2. As we clear through 8 ends now, and it's 8-7 the way for the boys from Werribee. Afternoon, Tone.
Afternoon, Jimmy. Afternoon, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the coverage from the Over-60s Carnival here from Club Barham. About to start the next end here. Werribee boys picked up a couple.
Yeah, 8-7 in front now through 8 ends. Mick O'Neill trying to lead off. Steve mentions the black mark on his shirt. He told me about that. He's just had this black mark on his shirt.
All right.
Yeah.
Not by design.
Don't know.
We have lost both skippers here, so Johnny Roberts has centred the jack for us.
I know where they've gone.
Just going to powder their nose. Anyway, they're back in
Don't say
action
that,
now.
Tone. So last thing we need, people powdering the nose off here.
I don't think we're talking about the same powder your nose. So 8-7 the lead here. Barker over Parker.
Yeah.
It's not confusing.
I came in and said, how is the Battle of the Arcers going? Winner takes the first initial and claims it.
Chris Young over Ross Higgins 9-3. They played 9 ends. Wolf is trailing by 1 to Stan Slawinski now after 8 ends. And O'Keefe with double E, double F is locked up with Jeff Wilson at 8 apiece after 8 ends. So all the 8s there. In the women's, Alison Hall with a good lead, 15-5 over Cunnington. Brennan 10-6 over Hands. Davey trailing Wood 3-9 after 9 ends. And the last score is Atkinson leading 8-6 over Di McKee. So the cream rises to the top towards the pointy end of a tournament.
Yeah. Quarter-finals for both the men and women's. One more game to go after this today. And the final will be tomorrow. Kevin Booker trying to find the shot here. Just going to turn away. His pace was okay. Mick O'Neill can add some more pain in here. Gets it away pretty smooth. Wants this to run as much as it can. Reeling in the old fishing rod there with Snowy. Oh, Kevin might have found one out. Right when he needed it. Great shot. Oh, it gets stiff to not go either with the jack. Well, land Mick's bowl, but second shot and a lot better looking head for John Parker to bowl to from their perspective.
Looks like some good conversation with Kevin Booker and John Parker.
The 4 of the good blokes, these guys. I've caught up with all of them at some stage across the week, and all positive, always up for a laugh. All of them.
Yeah, good carnival style atmosphere. Doesn't mean they're not trying their hardest and playing very good bowls, but they all have a good bit of fun.
But it probably starts like probably this morning for this pairs event and sort of them knockout days, and you just kind of probably zone in a bit more and take it a bit more serious. You've navigated through the sectional, which sometimes can be a ruffle whether you get through or not. It can often be luck of the draw or luck of a few bowls, but knockout play, it's cutthroat, and these sort of players will tune in. Oh, John Parker just too far with that. You get a feeling he's going to need to change some of their Snowy. Now Smiley's busy.
Yes.
There's 3 calls while I was on the green before. Just in the way there, Mick. Checking this delivery time.
Hard to find fault in that. Looks almost as smooth as you when you deliver the bowl, Jimmy.
Smile's pretty good actually.
Commentator's curse right there with the result.
Mm.
Looks good. Had a few people asking whether we should check Kevin Booker's ID.
Yeah, he's a fit, young-looking 60-year-old, isn't he? Or
He's
plus.
fantastic, Nick.
American.
Yep. Brought his, I don't know what you call it, RV or mobile home up here for the week.
Yeah, cool. He has a loss in the over 60s event to me, though. It's probably him and Rhonda Ballard, the only 2 people who can claim that record currently.
Helps when you're 40 or whatever you are.
40, please. Just got to start ripping now. This bowl of Snowy's gonna. Kev trying to G up his skip. Right, first part's okay. How's the second part? I don't know if he's going to reach here. Oh, goes fairly close. Oh, Kev logs it, Tone. Kev logs it. Oh, he's got it.
Yep, goes back to pick up the mat. He was confident that one was in. That'll be a further shot.
Oh, I didn't think that was reaching, but John... I thought John had given up on it, not walked away with confidence, so... But he did enough. Back to 8 apiece through 9. Cracking game, this one. Kevin will lead us off. Chris Young next door. Currently 9-3 up over Ross Higgins. Yeah, start from me.
Both those players still in the quarterfinals of the singles as well.
Who?
Ross Higgins and Chris Young.
Yeah, play each other as well.
Yeah. There you go. Having a very good tournament, both players.
Can he grab it? Just going to pass. Good reply from Kev. Mick will want to just pass his own now. If he does happen to go past the jack, that's fine as well. Well, definitely going past the jack. Again, decent home, gives them options. Not the end of the world. Just didn't quite pass. Might change Mick's hand now. No, sticks on the forehand. He did have a quick look. Quick again. Tight and not on the weight. No one's really dominating here. Bit scratchy.
Certainly got the line nailed. Just the weight.
Wayne Booker makes every 60-year-old look, 60-plus-year-old look old. He's in good nick.
A very strict diet.
Oh, if he told me he runs marathons, I'd believe him.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, all-time pace.
Mm-hmm.
Almost the same bowl from John as Snowy's. Oh, has he corrected out? Pace looks okay to me. Yeah, the line's pretty good too.
Yeah, nice ball.
Great stuff. Adds a second. The ball is from the Bees. I learnt that one as well. I remember last year, someone entered the Oz Indoor. Said the club was the Bees, and I thought, hang on a minute, someone's infiltrating from another state here. And I went and had a quick look, and then I worked out Werribee was the Bees. Makes complete sense. That's a big plans afoot to the Werribee Bowls Club as well.
Including a covered green, yeah.
This is not looking great for John Parker. He needs a lot of assistance. Slide off that was a chance, but
There's plenty of room to draw another one too.
just gonna replicate. I don't know what.
Certainly one. I just doing a finger measure here to see if it's two.
But they've been confident they were holding the whole
Yes.
time, and Johnny Roberts confident also.
Chris Young picks up another couple on the rink next door. Now leads 11-3 after 11 over Ross Higgins. So now we're just saying he might have cooked it.
Edge of that.
Ooh.
It was helpful. Set them all off. Don't think it'll get in though. Hard to tell with our camera angles.
Johnny Roberts confident this is just the two. Got the paddles prepared. Oi.
He's a
There we go.
3.
It is 3.
Yeah, right. Here we go. 11-8. Bit of an opening now.
2/3 the way through this match. Nice little pickup. Some nice tight matches. Look across the green. 11-8 here. As we see, Chris Young skipped away to 11-3, but then 7-6 Slawinski over Wolf. And 9-8 Wilson over O'Keefe. In the women's quarters, Atkinson trailing 8-9 to McKee. Brennan leading 10-9 to Dye Hands. And Paula Wood up 9-8 over Judy Davies. So all close, bar 2.
That was the idea, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah, handy reply from Kev. And a very good correction from Mick.
You are the man.
The call of "You Are the Man" next door from Chris Philpott. Oh, that's gonna sting for Kev, that one. Yeah, another goodie from Mick. Just starting to exert some dominance, the boys from Werribee. At a pretty pivotal point in the game. But Kev looks to reply here. Kevy Booker.
What a response.
What a great shot. He's probably still one down, to be fair, but he is. But changes the complexity of that head now. Great third ball from him. Can't get good help out. Chalk his own bowl. Ooh. Just a smidge of line, it'd have been fantastic there. He's just struggled to reach a couple of times, John.
Gives himself a little hit. You put that down on the same line.
He's probably a smidge shorter than his first as well, Snowy. See if John can add. He's unhappy with himself. Snowy has to cover here, Tone. He's got to go behind the head. Nothing behind the head for Werribee. He's just got to ignore trying to get shot here. I mean, he could probably try and just touch it himself. But I just think at this point, they take a 4-shot lead now. You're all happy.
I think you just try and split the back bowl of both Kevin Booker, John Parker. Yeah. Straight out of the hand, he knew he didn't have the weight to get where he wanted.
Oh, where's he going to finish, though?
Might be a nuisance.
Just one of them annoying eye-line bowls now.
Mm.
John can't quite see the perfect trail shot. I wonder if he goes real big. No, backs himself to get round that last bowl of Snowies and clip the jab back. He's not on a bad line here, Tone. That part's okay. Here he goes. Here he goes, John Parker. What an effort. Well, possibly grab the shot out of that. Doesn't get the full result and bring the back one in of Kev's. But a great shot from Johnny Parker.
A big grin on his face after that one. Well played. 9-11. Heck of a game in the women's pairs. Cheryl Atkinson against Di McKee. 9-all after 14 ends. That is tight.
Four to go in this. 2 the diff. What more do you want on a Saturday afternoon?
Chris Young, quite a quick player. Chris
quick.
Philpott is opposing lead. Hadn't had a chance to chalk
Yeah.
a bowl. Chris Young let it go and Philpott was very quick. Dived into the head, got some chalk on it. It's all happening here at Club Barham on the river.
Driving again next door, Chris Young is smashing the joint up as Kevin pushes Mick behind.
So Chris Young has just driven the jack into the ditch. Touch has gone in and his other bowl stayed up to make a couple. They now lead 13-3. Well, Chris Young just set up and back, so that scoreboard might be one end behind. Which means we may not see the last end required there. Speaking of, Alison Hall has won her women's pairs quarter-final over Shelley Cunnington.
Michelle.
She calls herself Shelley. But Michelle, yeah. Or Shell.
Oh, I didn't know she was. I was going to Michelle.
Yeah, she actually got it on the back of her club
Yeah, right.
uniform as well. Either way for her, great effort to make quarter-final of the women's pairs, but the run has ended. Alison Hall takes the victory.
That was my tip to take it out, Denise and Alison.
Yeah, they pair up very well together.
I think my tip for the men's is next door, Chris Young and Warren Paris.
Yeah, very strong combination. The 13 ends gone next door. It's 13-4 in favour of Chris Young. So Ross Higgins is going to need some scores this end to go the full 15. And we can't tell you who's won yet, but the Atkinson McKee rink are both embracing their partners. It still says 9-all after 14. The game's over. And they all looked equal amounts of both happy and sad. So
I'm going Cheryl Atkinson and Nikki Smith have won that.
on the body language, yeah, looks
Yeah.
like 2 down on the last end. So Atkinson picks up the victory 11-9 after 15 ends. Very close match.
Body language expert over out.
Look at you go.
They're giving nothing away, but there's a slight pep in the old step.
Yeah, you certainly know your 60-year-olds.
Yeah, you can't say old round there either.
No,
You've got to take that
definitely
out.
not.
People
Yeah,
get
in trouble.
offended.
Particularly people like Cheryl Atkinson who just made it into the over 60s.
Although,
And her partner as well, actually, I think has just turned 62,
Yeah.
Vicky Wilson. So.
I've charmed a lot of people this week, Tone.
With
Over 50 times I've said the line, you're not over 60, are you? It's literally, it's a gimme, innit? Oh, you're so kind.
I've had the opposite. I've had a lot of people saying, why are you not playing?
What bowl's he bringing forward here? What edge is he getting? Oh, he might stay around. I think he does. Yes, he does. Finds a way of grabbing shot there. Yeah, I don't mind this call. Don't mind a little bit of aggression. I'm Snowy out. Try and sit the bowl.
The Werribee boys just having a quick look here.
Yeah, well, Snowy was sort of saying, I'm a drawing it, and Mick saying, no, I want you to have a look for the bowl or the jack, so just a little conference. I think Mick's winning this battle. Seems like he's going to probably have a little dip at it. They got the next, it's only worth one, but there's no real danger taking their own out. They have the furthest back, the boys from Werribee. Kev's also got one back there, though, so I don't see it as a massive win-win shot, but
Oop.
probably just wants to change some of it up.
Ball from a neighbouring rink came in close.
Oh, and Snowy go out.
Oh dear.
He's hunting. Mick's right in the way of the camera.
Oh,
Fat's the one of Kevin Booker's over. Afternoon, Matt. No, you got at least 2 or 3 years before you're in that, surely.
Somebody rubbed salt into the wounds though as well. Somebody said to me, I said, I've got another 15 years to wait or something. And they said, oh, I thought you'd be at least mid-50s. I'm like, oh, that's not helping.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, a few of them didn't look 60 at ABBA last night. Rolling back the years.
They look 60 this morning.
Yeah, they did, yeah. A few saw. Kevin Booker, who is a masseuse, I think, or a physio. He could have made some good coin up here, setting the table up.
Yeah, not wrong. Then we'll shake hands on the rink next door.
Yeah, Chris Young and Warren Paris through over Chris Philpott and Ross Higgins. Ross Higgins will get a chance in the men's singles quarter-final tomorrow to avenge this loss.
The
But
redemption match.
it'll be Chris enjoying it. What a shot from
Bang.
Snowy. Gives it the old bang as well.
Love it.
Love it.
12-9, 12 ends gone. Chris Young, Warren Paris are the first of the men's quarterfinalists through. Women's quarterfinals, we've seen Alison Hall and Cheryl Atkinson get through. Paula Wood and Judy Davey having a great battle on the far rink too. 11-9 currently to Paula Wood. They played 13 ends. Karen Brennan leading 12-9 over Di Hands after 12 ends. And the last of the women's pairs quarterfinals. Yeah, next year, Mike, if you're over 60, this is the place to be. It's, well, bigger than what we thought it would be this year. You can only imagine next year once people see and hear some of the stories. Been absolutely terrific up here this week.
Yeah, it's been thoroughly enjoyable. Played in great spirits. The evenings have been fun. Plenty of conversation around.
Benny Hubber saying finally someone wearing shades on the indoor. Someone else. Yeah, what do we have? We had an Elvis and Roy Orbison tribute show on the Monday night, trivia night on the Wednesday, and
With Cheryl Atkinson, Ian Hoskin, Milan Prasenica, Ken Paulson and his partner all cheated.
correct. And the ABBA tribute show last night. Not to mention just the beautiful sights up and around this area that you can go and see. Steve Weston confirming they are prescription sunglasses.
Yep, a few of them have been lost this week as well, amongst 27 coats, car keys, 4 water bottles and 7 earrings.
Mainly on the dance floor.
Honestly, I've done more work relocating lost property this week than I've done on actual bowls. What a shot from Mick.
lovely
Great stuff.
ball.
Kevin lost some. I'm trying to think what it was. Water bottle, I think. He's added a little bit too much on that one. I think 3 down. Kevin and John are going to win 2 of the last 3 ends. Currently 1 down here.
Mike Pearce and Stan Slawinski leading 10-6 after 12 ends.
Good pairing, them two.
Yeah. They could have played that either which way around. They've opted for Stan to lead, Mike Pearce to skip. Both very, very strong players. Speaking of checking birth certificates, Stan Slawinski's might be one we need to check.
Oh, Snowy out. Go on the drip.
Brilliant bowling.
I wonder if he has a little
Nibble.
yeah, backhand runner. Yes, he does. How'd he go? All close.
Got it.
Yeah. Oh, ultimate result with it as well. Great
Just
shot
missed
from
out
John.
on yelling out both, so everyone knew.
Ultimate result.
What a
Great
bowl
hit.
from John Parker. Check this on the replay. Bang, bang.
No jack as well.
Oh,
Made a couple. Back Snow to get close to cutting it down to one, but good hit from Johnny Parker.
no, he's just got to repeat the same
Oh, he
bowl as
likes
his
it as
last.
well. He's got a trot on after this. He's got the trot.
Yeah, it's almost identical bowl. Well played.
I reckon you could tell 3 centimetres out his hand that was going close.
Looking to trail this jack back 3 or 4 feet.
Oh, here we go in reply. Yep. Makes
Just
it
probably a
work.
bit stiff. He kicked the jack the wrong way, but great bowl.
Changes it.
Well, Snow was on his way down to the mat and then turned around and thought, no, I better have another look at this.
Yeah. The head's changed a couple of times, so it's probably beneficial that he does. They lead by 3. Don't want to do anything stupid or give Kevin John an opportunity to make a number that could change the course of this game. So there's nowhere where there's massive danger for him. Has John signalled who's holding, or
No.
favour Mick's on the angle we're on, but it's not a great angle, I'll be honest. So he's probably just going to have to draw a close one. That's when he wants to do Snowy out. He's played 2 rippers already. Jack's moved for this one, though.
Just can't see anything through those bodies.
Sits mixed down. Does he possibly look at driving them 2
Yeah,
wide
I
balls?
was just thinking the exact same thing.
Both go. One to the boys from Werribee, the marker Johnny Roberts reckons, or the marker for us, the paddler. So I do wonder if he goes both these wing bowls. He's asked Kev to check if they hold the tee. So they do. He does indeed go them bowls on the wing. Gets them as well, Tone. Kev got in the way, as he has done for most of this game. But he hit that almost spot on. I think he's only just made the 1, though. Don't know.
Deserves more.
But
2.
it is 2. Gives him a massive sniff here. 1 down, 2 to play.
12-11. The lead of Barker and O'Neill. Shortened it up a little. Yeah, great start for Kevin Booker. Jack kicked back slightly. Still advantage Parker and Booker.
No, Kevin. I'm trusting you, man. Clean ball.
Jimmy's run away. The excitement just a little bit too much. So
No good, you-
JT's. Yeah,
Say no good. You talking by yourself?
well, this is true. JT's come back to the microphone to provide a bit of sense and sensibility.
We've had a little stint of watching the footy, the races.
And
Plus-
the bowls.
Yeah, we had all 3 TVs doing that. I'm stiff. I had a 4-leg multi and had the first 3 legs and lost the last leg. I wasn't happy about that.
That's why we don't gamble. One down is the call from Snowy. Good head building here.
I kind of missed the last end in that. From where I was sitting, I actually thought John and Kevin already had 2 when he ran at that last ball, so they mustn't have
It was
had.
really close, I
Yeah.
reckon, to that. We thought the same. He was running at the 2 bowls on the wing to try and get them both out. But
Daniel, score update in that rinker after Lindsay Kelly and Jeff Wilson. They are 1 up after 12 at the moment, 12-11.
Jay behind the black.
Nice reply by Mick O'Neill.
Had a couple of feet to you last. Just playing it through. So, Jack on the ball. Up the ball back. Keys here. Playing onto the right. Nice everything last ball. 2 feet on your last. Push the thread. Go and have a look, Mick.
just a reminder, these matches are being live scored, so if you do want to follow along, you can get end-by-end scores. We're also happy to provide them notes, so if you are chasing any scores, give us a shout out in the comments. Now the Paula Wood Judy Davey match has just finished. Jimmy, our body language expert, isn't here to tell us. Looked to me like Paula Wood might have gotten the chocolates, but
Don't know.
what do you think, JT?
So the thing was, I definitely knew Helen Clough had shot last end. Her orange bowl was shot when I last looked over there.
Scoreboard's still saying 11-9 after 13, so they played
2 ends without
2
scoring.
ends.
On the scoreboard at least anyway.
So in the women's pairs quarterfinals, Alison Hall is through. Cheryl Atkinson is through. I believe Paula Wood is through with a slight question mark. You don't think so? You reckon it's the other way around? Judy Davies in?
Well, the only thing I'm looking at, both, I know Helen's bowls are still sitting on the bank down there. I can't see where Paula's bowls are gone, so I was going to go with she's put her bowls away, which means she's lost.
Yeah. We will let you know as soon as we know.
And they look like they're really, analysing or post-analysing the match.
If only we had of
Yeah.
just a touch wide there.
Hang on,
Johnny
here we go.
Parker.
Helen Clough's updating the score. Yelly update the score if you won, Archer.
Oh. So far it's 11 all, 12-11. JT gets it. So that's a win to Helen Clough and Judy Davey.
They were my tip too at the start of the day.
Picked up a few shots over the last 2 ends to get up. Paula Wood, 12-11. So just repeating, Alison Hall is through, Cheryl Atkinson is through, Judy Davey is through. 1 game remaining. Karen Brennan leads 11-10 to Die Hands.
Tell
on
me,
their last end.
how are they playing 15 back that way?
That's a fair question. They, I was going to say low level, but and they just haven't updated the score.
Well, that could be it, actually. That's the only rational answer because you can't be even a dead end or, equal touches or whatever.
Go me. Came up with the rational answer.
Ooh.
My wife might say it's the first time.
I was going to say it's the first time, but
12-all now in the O'Keefe v Wilson match too. They played 13 ends.
the rational answer is they overtouched the ends and technically only playing 14 right now.
Good beat.
Mick O'Neill's good one still hanging at the moment in for shot. What were we laughing at here?
Snowy just said, I'll play to turn mine. And Mickey just laughed and said, yours? It's way out there.
I would have probably said something silly, or something similar. Not too far away yet. Ronnie Wolf and Mick Tempini are going to pick up a 2 or 3 here on the penultimate end, and neither going to be all square or one behind playing the last. All right, so they are going back the other way, Tone. So it was maybe just
There you go. Little heavy finger on the ends button, you reckon?
potentially, yep.
Or they had another 0-all draw.
I don't believe so.
No, not even I believe that.
So your rational answer wasn't that rational, really, in the end.
Well, it was rational. It was just exactly incorrect. The Wolf just picked up a couple there, JT.
Was it 2?
It was.
1 down playing last. Wide.
Oh, John Parker not happy with himself. What does Snowy do here, JT? Just put it in his pocket.
No, there's no danger in drawing that. Why would you put it in your pocket? Turn the bowl over once, maybe twice. You might even bring the back one in, and if you happen to be just nice weight, you draw another.
You don't want to turn over Kevin Booker's in for shot, turtle around it
How
though.
can you do it on the backhand?
Seen stranger things. No change.
He's trying to turn that bowl over.
Coming off his own.
So last end. What? Far away, Kev.
I think Lindsay Kelly and Jeff Wilson have just picked up a single
Right, so
on
they'll
the
be
14th end, so they'll be leading 13-12 after 14. Not confirmed yet. Confirmed now, 13-12.
still don't know what's going down on the Brennan versus Hands rink. I know Kate Bush has probably got shot, I think. And Anderson's got 3 there all in a pack together. The one lone bowl to the Jack High is Kate Bush's.
Kevin Booker's on the trot. Johnny Roberts just going to have a quick look, give us an indication of who's got shot here. And Pierce 10 leading Wolf 9 on their last end as well.
Yeah.
So some close finishes here, JT.
It's definitely, it's 1, I reckon, to John and Kevier. Could be 2. Snowy's just got to get another one in there. Roundabouts.
Speed's good.
It's roundabouts.
Might be in, says Kevin Booker.
Snowy's not far here. It's all in his speed. Oh. Just a fraction quick. As we heard, Johnny there, he hasn't let it go. It's a bit short.
Absolutely nailed the line. Finishes bang in the middle of the centre line, but
So Mick O'Neill's just done the fig and get trick to try and work out who's got shot, and he thinks they're only 1 down. Mike Pearce and Stan Slewinski's won that game. Close here, isn't he? Close here.
very close.
If it's not shot, it's at least another second.
Yep.
Or the second.
Mike Pearce's opponent was in shock that Mike Pearce wasn't going to bowl his last bowl.
Serious?
No, he's mucking around. He's trying to wind him up. It's like, come on, mate, are you not going to bowl it? So that will be a victory 11-9 by the look of it. Stan Slawinski and Mike Pearce are through to a semi-final.
Edna Anderson and Karen Brennan have won.
Well done to them. So that completes the set. Judy Davey, Karen Brennan, Cheryl Atkinson and Alison Hall will all fight it out in semi-final action of women's pairs.
Kevin O'Keefe's holding shot over there at the moment. So that would be a draw, I think, based. Although Jeff Wilson's nearly drawn it. As Johnny Parker plays his last. How's he going? Not sure he's... Wow.
Pretty good.
Oh,
What a ball.
two it is. Extra end tone.
Extra end time. 13 shots apiece after the allotted 15 ends. That's not good enough to split them. So we are going to an extra end. Roll the bowl. They roll the bowl. Just checking.
Please. I would.
This is the problem with a cashless society, JT. Can't even toss a coin. Can't buy things at the supermarket when it doesn't work. And the banks just keep getting richer. So Matt going to Kevin Booker, Johnny Parker. It's open on the rink next door, JT. Looks like O'Keefe's just slightly short, so
So I reckon,
it might be an extra end as well.
I think it is.
It is 1 to the Warrnambool boys, which means they also finish at 13 shots apiece. Lucky for some. They'll toss a coin and work out who's going to go first in the extra end. So Mike Pearce is through. Chris Young is through. The other two potential semi-finalists will be decided after an extra end on both matches. Ay, ay, ay. It is all happening here.
Very rare you'd
Club
have
Barron.
2 extra ends in a quarter-final stage, would it?
On the exact same scoreline too. Spooky. Key is to get the first one closest. Put some pressure on your opposition.
The winning bowl hasn't been played yet, Tone.
No, not as yet.
He's quick.
Barbara Green says we always carry a tossing coin. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Ooh.
Matty Flapper has called it. I think Snowy's going to play a bomb
With his last to win
winner.
it.
Can see into the future. He's that good, Matty Flapper.
Yeah, Mick hasn't nailed it either. He had really good weight with his last there. Still don't think the winner's been played yet, Tone.
seem to have slightly more compact heads heading in the opposite direction. Has that been the pattern at the start of this match, JT? I was on my way back from Kahuna, so I missed a bit of it.
I think actually it could be that a little bit during the day now, thinking about it. Where's Johnny going? Speed's not too bad. Still plenty of room there. I can't tell whose bowls who's over there on that rink because they're all dark and the sun is just in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
All right. You're interested in this one. How's it get there though? I got excited. I forgot to put the score on there. Right. Snowy wants a yard and he's last. He's on the trot.
Line looks pretty good. It's got extra pace.
Definitely better weight. Definitely better weight.
Well, it is enough. Gives it the finger up. It's not quite the bomb with these last.
But I can say with a little bit of conviction we may have seen the winner.
Correct. And Matty Flapper may still be correct.
Well, yeah.
Could still happen.
No, that could have been Snowy's last, so that could be still also the...
Well, there you go.
If Johnny doesn't do anything here, Snowy's drawn it with his last.
Does it qualify as a bomb?
Drawing shot to win a match is always a bomb.
Done.
Even if you got 6 yards to do it.
Yeah.
I'd actually be nervous about that. For some
6
reason.
yards.
Yeah, because if you don't get it, you look like the biggest
true.
dip in the world.
It's the added internal pressure there.
I'd much rather have to draw to that. Here we go.
What can John Parker do?
Just to save the match. And I can't really see because of Kev. I feel like he's going. He's going to have to land the jack.
Oh, they will shake hands after a great match from all players. O'Neill and Snowy Barker getting up 14-13 and an extra end to find their way into a semi-final. Not sure that we can get any footage of the other head, which has one bowl to come. We will just have a look. They obviously have to bowl it, which means...
There's 2 bowls to come.
Is it?
Yeah, Jeff Wilson's got one there,
Oh, he's got
and
one in
Kev
his
O'Keefe's
hand.
holding one in his hand.
Walking up to the head. Okay, my bad. So we'll patter our way through this and get ourselves a result on that. So we said we can't really tell who's holding shot. Jimmy is here, so we'll see if he can sneak over and let us know. The sun is just in the absolute wrong spot from here for us to be able to tell what...
The type of shot Kev plays will probably dictate whether he's up or down.
Yep. Lindsay Kelly's got a bit of a smile on his face. He looks relatively comfortable.
And I reckon Kev's running to this.
So Kev O'Keefe has delivered his bowl, approaching the head.
Slapping the bum.
It misses.
Lindsay
They
Kelly.
shake hands.
And Jeff Wilson are through.
There we go. So they make up the semi-finalist in the men's pairs. We're going to have Snowy Barker's rink, Chris Young's rink, Mike Pearce's rink. And Jeff Wilson completes the quartet. They are in the semi-finals here of the Victorian Over 60s Carnival live from Club Barham. We look forward to bringing you that next match when next we meet on BVTV. Thank you, JT. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thanks, Donald.
Thank you, Brad from SEM for producing the show. And, of course, Sammy, you had in commentary earlier. They are signing off.